Hi guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. So today I have a very special project to share. This is my first design team project for my Porch Prints. Her name is Stephanie and she is amazing at what she does. She has an Etsy shop full of amazing printable items. And today I'm using, I made a junk journal and she has a lot of junk journal printables, but there are so many more, guys. She has Bible journaling printables, printable Bible tabs, and printables for bullet journaling, scrapbooking. So there are whole paper packs, printable paper packs. She has tons of mini books similar to something I'm going to show you today. Just tons of different themes of these adorable tiny little mini books. I just love them. And then she also has party supplies. So like banners and, things that you could print out for, if you're having a party. Just really cool, guys. You have to go check out her Etsy shop and I will link that below. I will also link to the specific kits that I used for this project, and I'll show them to you as well, just so you have an idea. So I have her name and her Etsy shop at the top, My Porch Prints. She's also on Facebook and Instagram. I think she's on Pinterest. I'll link everything I can. She has a blog as well, so I'll link all that in the description box. But the kits that I used for this particular project were the Beekeeper's Journal Kit, the Busy Bee Ephemera Pack, which is huge, by the way, the Busy Bee Clutch Bag Envelope, and then I also used the mini junk journal kit to make this adorable little guy. So I am so excited to show you both of these items, and let me put this aside. So this was intended to be a ring-bound journal. I basically followed Wendy and Leo's tutorials on Wendy's Journal Adventures on YouTube and got my inspiration there. I know a couple other people that I watch have made ring-bound journals recently. Jennifer at A Trace of Sparkle and also Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah made some beautiful ones. So it was intended to be a ring-bound journal. And then I got to the point where I was, finished with all the pages and tried to put it on rings. And because I go overboard, there was no way it was going to fit on any rings that I could find. I tried 2-inch rings. I even tried 3-inch rings. It would have fit on the 3-inch rings, but they were too thick for my eyelets. So I wasn't willing to take out any pages because I absolutely adore how this turned out. So instead of using binder rings, I kind of bound it with sari silk. So I just wove the sari silk through the whole book, top and bottom, and then tied it off in the front and the back. And I left these a little long because you could loosen it up if it's not, if you need it looser, is that more loose? I'm not sure how that works. Or you can tighten it up. They're just knotted, but I didn't, pull them really super tight, so they can be undone. You could pull pages out if you decide you want to do that. You could even add pages. There's enough here that you could add things to it if you want. So that's why I left them long. If you purchase this and you decide that, you don't like those hanging there, you can just cut them down. And then I did add a sari silk closure as well, just to kind of hold everything together. But it's not attached in any other way than I fed it underneath here. So it can be removed if you decide that you don't need that. It stays together. It's just, because of the nature of how it's bound, it's kind of, it shifts a little bit here and there. But anyway, I love how it turned out. I added a little bitty baby tassel here, and it is just chain, like the chain is just fed through this hole up at the top, so it can be removed with the little clasp here if you want to take that off. But it's just some vintage fabric trim and some vintage it's not seam binding, it's bias tape, and then some vintage lace, and then I just put some beads on some waxed thread here. So super cute. I just thought it added something. I used the colors that are throughout the journal, so it kind of brought everything together. I'm just going to sit that aside so you can see the cover. I mean, oh my gosh, I can't say enough wonderful things about Stephanie's printables. She just makes the most beautiful designs. They're all gorgeous. I had a really hard time deciding what I wanted to use because everything is so pretty, and I love just the whole, everything about this cover is just so cute. So I added, I don't know if it's showing on camera, but I added some of the Wink of Stella glitter pen, brush pen thingy to the wings of the bumblebee on the front. I'm gonna try and, I don't know if you can see, it kind of made it iridescent, and I love how that turned out. And then I just added a bunch of little paper flowers down here at the bottom. I thought that was cute. And then the front cover is made from a super thick piece of chipboard. And then I painted that with some ground espresso distress paint. So to make it, to give it that brown color. And then we'll go ahead and, we'll just go through it, and then I can tell you like the back cover and stuff. I'm going to move the little guy aside here for a second. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to shift it over and stay in camera and in frame here. All right, so on the inside cover, again, I just used one of the background pages from the journal kit, and then this is one of the ephemera pieces. I don't remember if the ephemera pieces came from the journal kit, because it does have ephemera pieces, or if it's from the Busy Bee ephemera kit. So I'm not going to be able to tell you the difference, but it's from one of those two places. So I just glued this down in the middle there, and then I added a piece of vintage applique here. And I was going to make it a pocket, but it wasn't really holding anything very well because it was a little bit flimsy. So I just glued it down as a decoration there. And then on this page, we have some more of that vintage bias tape that I made into a ruffle on the edge. Gorgeous background page from the kit. This is a piece of an old vintage dictionary that I have that has some really neat images in it. And I just cut out the two bees and put them at the top there. I'm kind of getting a glare. Let me see if I can. There we go. That's better. Sorry about that. So I just added that at the top, and then down at the bottom, I have some of that vintage fabric, and there are a bunch of words and phrases in this kit. And this one says be yourself, and they're all, a play on the word be. So it's spelled B-E-E. And I sewed around that page. So what I did was I took the background pages from the kit and I folded them in half and then sewed them together and created, one page out of them. So then on the other side, we have this beautiful, beautiful image, and then another piece of ephemera, and then a little tag. And it has space on the back for writing, and I just added some satin ribbon to the top of that. And then this page, I'm going to take these out of here because there are basically three signatures in this journal, and I forgot to tell you the size. It is 5.5 wide by 7.5 tall, and the pages are 5 by 7. But there are basically three signatures, so there are the same types of pages 3 times, if that makes sense. So I did this where I folded the background page, the journal page, in half, and then I tore it, and then I added some gold tone like, I call it chicken wire because, you know, I have chickens and that's what it looks like, but I bought this in the floral department at Hobby Lobby, so it's actually a craft item. But I just glued that down between the pages and added a little bit of bling to the edges so that they, you know, they're not sharp anymore, because I didn't want anybody to get hurt on those. I curled them in and then added glossy accents and the little gems to make it, yeah, I thought it looked like a honeycomb. I was super excited. I've never used metal like that in my journals before, so I was super happy with how that turned out. So then I just added a pocket and some vintage dictionary page that has different bee definitions on it. And then another little phrase, beehive, from, or I guess it's words, from the kit, and a little more of that vintage fabric trim just behind that. And then there are 3 journaling cards in that pocket. There is so much stuff in the kits that I used that, and I could not make myself, you know, like pare down. I had to use it all. So I literally used every piece from the 3 kits that I used, the bee kits, in this journal. The only items I did not use were the 4 tabs that came in the journal kit because there just wasn't any space to put them on the edge of a page, or I would have used them. So everything else is in here, but I just love these images. Look at that gorgeous flower with the bee. I mean, how, you know, it's just, everything is just so pretty. So that just tucks in there like that, sort of. There we go. And then you have the back where, I mean, you could still kind of write on that. It's a little bumpy from the metal inside, but, and then I just added this little piece of ephemera at the bottom. Super cute. And then the next page we have is an envelope, and I have held it shut here with a little clothespin, that's what it's called. And I added one of the words from the kit on there. So it says honey, and I poked a hole in the end and made a little bead dangle on there. It's a little rose, and that's just on with a garment pin. So that holds the envelope shut, but on the outside, I added this playing card. I have a couple sets of actual bee, I mean, they're bee brand. That's like one of the playing card company, the United States Playing Card Company, has a line that they're called Bee. So there are bees on some of the cards. So it was kind of perfect. So I just kind of distressed that and aged it up a bit and covered up the name of the company with this little phrase. It says cute as a bug. I thought that was cute. So it just has the little Joker guy riding a bee. And then I added some of the ephemera pieces, and they're all printed on the back with background pages from the kit. Okay, so those are just all printed on the backgrounds. So those slide in there. So you have a little tuck spot on your envelope. And then inside the envelope, which is gorgeous, by the way, is more ephemera. Like I said, I used it all. So it's all in here. So we have this really pretty vintagey image. Again, printed on the back, a postcard. This awesome little lettering pen alphabets. I thought that was really cute. And then you can, I don't know if you can see the like honeycomb pattern on that background. And then this gorgeous. So you have a lot of journaling cards in here. There are pages to write on. There are, we'll get to that actually next. So I'll tell you about that when we get there. So yeah, so that just all goes in there. And then that just shuts like that. And then the little clothespin holds that shut. All right, so now this is the actual like journal part, I guess you would call it. But I did add a piece of the ephemera on the front. It's like a ledger sheet with this gorgeous white bee on the front. And then I added "Gotta Be Me" and a little bee image there. And then inside it's a pocket, of course. So you have this beautiful lavender tag. Sorry, I keep going going out of frame with some vintage lace at the top, and it has room to write on the back. And then these gorgeous daisies, and it's like primary school writing paper there. I like that. And then that goes in there. And then the journal part is actually held together with a bulldog clip. Whoops, there we go. So you could just take that off. And then we have another little tuck spot here on this side with some more of the gorgeous ephemera pieces. And then this is a different background here. It's just a very light old book page kind of background. And then this pretty image here. And then this opens up and you have writing pages inside. So this is all coffee dyed paper or tea dyed paper. There's a little bit of both, but there are like 20 total pages 3 times. So there are 60 completely blank writing pages in this journal. So you have that page there, some graph paper, some ledger paper. This is some primary school writing paper. The lines are there. They're just hard to see because it's been tea dyed. Let me scooch over here because it does flip out here to the side. And then just some more. This is actually a piece of scrapbook paper that I had tea dyed just to give it some structure in the middle because it's a little thicker there. And then the other side of those. And then just a pretty image there. And then the bulldog clip just goes on the top there and holds that shut. And then I added some, the papers are sewn in with my sewing machine. And then I just added a piece of that vintage gingham fabric trim that I have. So that's that. And then the next page is a bag. This I got from my lovely friend Lisa. And I thought it went perfectly here. And I created a tuck spot here on the spine piece. And then, 2 more journaling cards. Gorgeous. And then inside the bag is even more ephemera. So you've got a postcard. These images are gorgeous. I had so much fun with this, guys. And then, right on the back. Those just slide in there. And then I had some bumblebee fabric here that I made into a ruffle, and I just glued that to the top of the bag and then added this piece of ephemera here. And then the next page is just a journaling page to write on. It says beautiful at the bottom. And again, more journaling space here and some more of that vintage trim sewn on the edge. And then a bee that I added at the bottom. And then we have the divider page before the second signature. So there are 2 of these thicker chipboard, but not as thick as the cover pieces to just kind of separate. So this is one of the background pages from the journal kit that I cut, in half and added to this side after I painted the chipboard. And then on the other side is an Edith Holden book page. So that's what that image is. And then now we're on to the second signature. So we have another journaling page. It says, "Be my honey" at the bottom. I love this orange half here. I thought those colors were absolutely perfect, and it was so much fun to work with that. And I had this, the perfect trims and stuff for it. So it was just wonderful. And on the back, this is, another journal page from the kit, but I had an image from a Birds and Blooms magazine. It has this gorgeous bee and these gorgeous purple flowers. So what I did is I put the magazine part through my Xyron, but I put it in upside down so that the sticky part was on the top of the image. And then I laid a piece of vellum on top of that. So it, got rid of the glossiness of the magazine page. And I love how that turned out. It just aged it up and it was so easy. And then inside, a couple journaling cards that are just, all of the images are just gorgeous. So now we have our next little metal page, and I tucked this little bee behind the metal. It's kind of, I'm gonna lift it up because it's a bit hard to see because the bee is behind there, but there is, you know, some of that metal here. And there weren't any pokey parts on this, so instead of adding, you know, the bling on the outside, I just put the bee underneath. And then I had this piece of like lace tablecloth, and it had been coffee dyed, but I added some sunflower archival ink to it to just kind of distress it and, you know, give it kind of that yellow gold tone, just so that it, you know, matched everything. So that's that. And then on the back side, we have, again, you could write on here probably, but I've made a little pocket out of this piece of ephemera. And then you have another tag, very cute. And then this gorgeous little sunflower ephemera. And it actually, like, I actually cut in so you can, it looks like it's wire bound. I love how that turned out. So yeah, super, super cute. All right, and then this is the next envelope page. So for this envelope, I used a CD envelope, and I actually added a tuck spot on the front, but I don't have anything in there. So you could move something around if you wanted to. And then a little bee up at the top, and this had been tea-dyed, sorry. And then this is some vintage lace that I had, and it perfectly went around that the circle, the little, you know, the clear part. And it also has a clothespin with a bead dangle. Again, it says "Let It Be" to hold that kind of shut because it's completely open on the side. And then inside we have this gorgeous piece of ephemera. So you have some writing space on there. And then I thought it looked really pretty. And then a tiny little envelope. It says "Buzz." And I used just some coffee dyed paper strip to make a little, you know, kind of tuck spot for the envelope. And then I had this little tiny bee sticker. So I put that on there. And then inside we have lots of stuff. This was a stamp that I had from a bag of stamps that I bought at Hobby Lobby, and it was already on this really pretty green paper. So it was some sort of lottery credit, let's see, let's turn it the right way. Lottery credit claim, that postcard probably, that somebody, you know, sent in. I have no idea, but you know, yeah, I thought that was neat. Just some ephemera. And then these little pieces come from the kit. So they're just tiny, tiny little bee cards to fit in that envelope. And then all of that just tucks in there. And then you can just tuck that under the flap. Of course, it's not going to go well when I'm on camera, but it does go under there. Come on. There we go. There we go. And then that just goes back in the envelope. And then your little clothespin to kind of hold it shut a bit so things don't come out like that. And then on the back, I just have this beautiful image, part of the ephemera. And then I made a pocket here and a cute little tag inside. And oh, this is just some more of that vintage lace. And then you have your next journal part, journal, you know, yeah, journal thing. So again, just a rose gold bulldog clip. Made a pocket on the front for this little postcard. And then this, I love these images. They're so pretty. And then again, you have an image on the inside here and more paper, same paper. And then this cute little coffee can that has little bees on it. How cute is that? And then a little journaling card behind there. And then we'll just make sure I don't clip anything else. All right. And then you have your next bag, which it's just a, you know, like nice crinkly bag. I got that from Christina Reezy on Etsy. And I used, I'm going to try and hold this so you can see. Okay, so I used another one of those bee playing cards. This is the ace this time. And I folded it over a guest check that has been coffee dyed. And then we have the words "be sweet" down here at the bottom. And then I have another part of that vintage dictionary, and this is the definition for be this time. And it says "just be you" at the top. And inside we have a gorgeous little ledger sheet with a beautiful flower and bee on there. And some room to write on the back. Okay, come on. There we go. And then, I wanted to mention, you might have noticed, I did mix my metals in here because I liked how that looked. So, and then here's the other side of the card. Super cute. So you've got little bees up here on the flowers. If you can see that. So cute. And then I just made a little tuck spot on the back with this journaling card, and it actually has lines on the back. And oh, I've got a stamp down here that was a part of my, just my stamp collection. And then again, I added some of that bumblebee fabric as a ruffle at the top. And now we're to, oh, no, not yet. This page actually, let's see. I took pages from different books that I have. This one might have been the Island Diary by, I can't remember now, I'm sorry. It'll be in the Etsy listing. But anyway, it was just this gorgeous picture with some bees and some more of that bias tape ruffle on the side. And then this image, I think, is from a Victorian flower album. But again, it's a book image. It'll be listed in the Etsy listing if you're curious about which books I used. I think this is another Edith Holden, but I can't be 100% positive about that now that I'm looking at it. But now we have our next divider page, and on the back is one of the images from Stephanie's kit. So you can journal on that. And then this is another journal page. It says "to be" or "not to be," and I put a piece of tea-stained lace behind that, or crochet trim kind of stuff. And another page from the kit here. Gorgeous. And then this came from a very old 1930s, I believe, book, school book, and it has like alphabet. It's like an alphabet book. So obviously B was in there under the letter B, and I just thought it was perfect. So I added just a little piece of extra ruffle that I had left over. And then we've got our next chicken wire page. And again, I added the little bling to, cover up the sharp parts, and added a pocket here. And it says "time to be," and then a piece of that vintage trim behind it, and two more journaling cards there. There we go. And then your next envelope is an envelope from the kit. I love this. And again, I made a clothespin, and then the word "bees" is actually on the back of this clothespin. So, and then it says "behave" at the bottom. And then we have a tuck spot here that I actually, the journal kit comes with the cover, a front cover, a back cover page, and then a 2-inch spine. But since I wasn't, making a traditional book kind of journal, I turned the spine into a tuck spot here and added this beautiful image on top, and then tucked some more ephemera behind there. Super cute. Love that. And then we have more fun stuff inside the envelope. Look at how pretty that is. I love that. So pretty. And then some more music. Yeah, so pretty. Guys, you have to go check her stuff out. All right, and then that could actually tuck under there, but I didn't because I didn't. So let's put that on there like that. And then we have the next journal. Again, another bulldog clip. And then I created two little belly bands here for these little pieces. So we have a postcard, again, with that beautiful flower and bee, and that goes up in the top part. I glued it in the middle too, so that's why it's a little, it just holds it nice and tight. And then a cute little ticket here. And that goes in the bottom. And then same thing inside, same papers, but I used another one of the bee playing cards to make a tuck spot. And it says Be Creative. And I just added this beehive image from the kit on top of the, you know, the inside of that wasn't as neat looking as the bees and stuff. So I just kind of covered that up. And then you have a little piece of paper journaling card. Again, I cut out so you can see the wire, kind of. And then this journaling card. And it has lines on the back. And that just tucks in there. And then you have your pages for writing. And then this adorable little teacup here with a journal. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's an envelope this time from the kit. So cute. And that tucks under that bee. And then inside, we just have this little alphabet card with the bee on it. That tucks under there, and then that tucks there. And then let's clip that up. And then on the back, just made a pocket out of this piece of ephemera and added, oops, I knew that was gonna happen. There we go. Added 2 tags in there. And this one was like this in the kit. And then this one was more plain. So I just added this piece of ephemera and the word bee on the front. And a more ruffle at the bottom. And then I'm gonna save, no, we'll go ahead and, no, I'm gonna save this for last because this is the Busy Bee clutch bag envelope kit in and of itself. So I'll go through that in a second, but I'll just show you that we're almost to the end here. So I made another tuck spot here for that to go in. And then you have a bee stamp from Germany up at the top. And it might even have a date on it, but I can't necessarily read it, but I thought that was cute. And then inside the bag is just some more of the ephemera. And then I added the little beehive image onto the spine there. And then on the back, I just decorated it up. This little like mason jar little thing with a bee inside. It says Be Good at the top and another of those ruffles. And then this page, what will be, will be. And I made a pocket here for some more journaling cards. So cute. It's going to be hard to part with this one, but it will be available in my Etsy shop. So if you like it, go check it out. And then I just added this image here. And then we have the back cover, which I actually made from a piece of an old Scrabble game board because I didn't have any more of the chipboard that I used for the front. So I just painted it with the distress paint and it kind of is perfect. So I added background images from the kit. This is the back cover page that comes with the kit. And then I had this page, again, I can't remember which book it came from, but I just cut it, I cut out, it was a circle on the page and then it had writing around it. So I just cut out the circle and tore the edge there and put that on that page and added some vintage lace on the side. So that is the journal there. So let's turn that back over and sit that kind of up here out of the way a bit. And I will show you the clutch envelope. These are so cute, and she has multiple different versions of this, different themes and stuff. So, and they're so fun to make and they're so quick and easy. So I just used some baker's twine, but the kit comes with the little circles here. And I learned this tip from Stephanie because she had a tutorial on how to put these together on her YouTube channel. She uses the little foam 3D, these little guys, stickers to attach her little circles so they're automatically raised up. So it's perfect. And then I just added, you know, a little bling, because who doesn't need some bling in their life? So that's the front. How pretty is that? And then on the back, this was part of the kit, this ruler, and you'll see it inside too. And then I added this cute little bee image. I just love that little guy. And his wings are also sparkly. You cannot see that on camera, I don't think, but they are. They're sparkly. And then it just opens up like this, and you have all this gorgeous, fun, pretty stuff inside. So at the bottom here, we have a pocket and pieces, little pieces of ephemera. And these have a gorgeous background, or backside. I love how that looks. And that piece, again, that pretty rose pattern on the back. And those just tuck in there. And then under this piece of ruler, or measuring tape, I guess is what it is, you just have this piece of ephemera. That just goes under there. Another little pocket, the little card. This one has, you know, well, you could write on any of them. That one just has a different background. And then I made a little belly band of sorts up at the top with a different kind of piece of ruler that comes with this kit. And there's a little bee ticket underneath there. And this little circle with the gorgeous little design on the back. And I just added that on top. So it's just a cute, fun little extra piece that, you know, I had to include it because it's super cute. So that goes in that back page. So that will be listed on my Etsy. The journal will be listed probably by the time I upload the video. And then a separate listing will be the itty bitty journal. And I'm going to zoom in the camera real quick. So just give me a sec. So this will be a separate listing for this little guy. I have an eyelet in the back with a garment pin attached, so you could attach it to a tassel, or I mean, you can take that off if you just want to have it as a little journal. But I just used some seam binding to as a closure there with another eyelet. How cute is that? And then I'm going to sit it down because there are actually like little pieces in here, guys. I mean, like, it's seriously adorable. So I used some duck cloth on the spine just to reinforce it a bit, but you've got this tiny little envelope that flips, and then inside, if I can get my fingers to work, this really pretty piece of itty bitty stationery. How cute is that? And this is actually coffee dyed, and I do know that I coffee dyed it after I printed it, and since it's copy paper, some of the pink bled through, but I thought that just kind of made it look, you know, older. I didn't mind that. So that goes in there. And then I have, you've got these tiny itty bitty tabs. And just look how pretty these pages are. And then you've got, I mean, actual writing space here. And then I added a pocket. I made this into a pocket and these tiny little tags. I just love this. I love things in miniature. It just makes me smile. Some more writing space. And then I made that into a little belly band for this itty bitty little journaling card. And then another belly band on the back with another journaling card and another pocket with a tag. Some more writing space. And then another little pocket with a tag. I put one of the tabs on the top of this one. I mean, these are so tiny. I'm like, my big old hands are getting in the way. I just love, love, love how this turned out. Super cute. And then here I just took another one of the pieces of what I would call like stationery that comes with the kit and made it into a corner tuck. And then you've got this itty bitty little coin envelope, and inside is a tiny little tag. I mean, come on. I giggle every time I go through this because I love it. And then here on this page, I have another one of the envelopes, and it has some stationery inside that I just tore in half to make it, you know, kind of look old. And that tucks in there. And then it's a little flip. And then it's attached, the flap is attached to the other page, and then just a little piece of tiny, tiny ephemera there. Another tab, and then another little tuck with the tiny little coin envelope again. And let's see what's inside this one. Oh, this should be interesting. Oops, I'm gonna do it this way. Come on. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Yeah, there we go. Hold on, I got it. It's just a piece of paper. Tiny little piece of paper. I won't put it in as far. And then that tucks in that little corner. And then I made this envelope flap into a tuck spot for these tiny little ledgers and writing paper. Let me get my big thumb out of the way so you can see the image on that one. It's a little moth, I think. And then you can write on the back. And then you have the envelope on the other side. Again, some more of the stationery paper that I coffee dyed. I love this little guy. Oh, love it. And then another little corner tuck, another little gorgeous baby bitty little coin envelope, and a little tiny postcard tag inside. Will that focus? Come on. There we go. How cute. Yeah, I'm crazy. I know. Oh, I love things in miniature. Love. And then there's the back, and I made another little corner tuck spot there, and you have this piece of ephemera, and that goes in there, and then another little itty bitty coin envelope with another gorgeous little tag. So cute. So cute. So that will be a separate listing as well in my Etsy shop. So you can go check that out. The link to my shop is in the description box below, along with all of Stephanie's information and all of her social media links and the links to all the kits that I used. So that was kind of a long video, but I had a lot to show you, and I'm so excited. And I want to thank Stephanie so much for letting me be a part of her design team. I'm going to be doing one more design team project for her coming up here probably in the next month. So, oh, now I'm like really zoomed in. Sorry about that. So I will be back with another project for her. And I just thank you so much, Stephanie. And you are so talented. And I truly love all of your printables. All of your designs are just stunning. So that's it for now, guys. I hope you have a fantastic weekend and a blessed day, and I will be back next time. Bye.